Okay, I kind of liked how in the last video I already had things written down in order to save everyone a little bit of time. It just doesn't make sense to have a really long video where you just watch me write things down. Now, thank you again for everyone who commented in the budget for September and who commented in that first video with the debt confession. Anyone who's new, I'm currently battling 200,000 plus in student loans, which has kind of been stressful, and it's been draining to look at, especially looking at the finances side of things. As you can see, my income is not quite so high, and my area is pretty expensive. So, and this is what I accrued for the month of August. So it's like a full month of interest. So, like I said in the debt confession video, my dad, I do owe him some money, but he does not charge me any interest. So technically, I'm accruing $0. SL 101, I guess we can just open all of these ones, because essentially what has happened is I signed up for the save plan, and that is my roommate. So I signed up for the save plan, but while all of that has been getting figured out, and who knows if that'll go through or not, at least right now my undergraduate loans are under forbearance. So that's 13 loans here that are at $0 interest, which I thank God for, because you're gonna see just how high the interest is on all of my other loans, where I can't even afford them as they stand right now. So, SL 1-14, I should also mention I graduated back in May, so technically my loans for grad school aren't in repayment yet, and so because of that, they're not able to put these under forbearance for the SAFE plan, and they're also not able to give me an interest rate deduction for putting them under like the deposit thing, under automatic deposit, automatic payment, sorry. So they are pretty high. So SL 1-14, I'm accruing $361.61. This one's not only the highest balance loan, but it's actually also one of the highest interest. Yeah. So SL 1-15 is $113.36 for this month in interest. SL 16 was $87.42 accrued in interest. And SL 1-17 was $56.74. 18 was $59.67. Then we've got SL 1-19. I think this one is my second highest balance loan, as well as one of the highest interest. And this one was $202.87. And SL 2-5 was $56.98 for the month. And SL 2-6 is the third highest balance, but the second highest interest. Or actually, I think this one and this one are they have like the same interest rate, the SL 19 and the SL 2-6. So this one's $170.63. So in my total each month in interest has been $1,109.28. which if you saw my monthly budgeting video, you would know is not even fully covered under the amount that I can afford in payments. So that's upsetting. Which is, and mind you, this again is not even including the undergraduate loans, which whenever that's figured out or fully canceled, I'm gonna start accruing interest. And it's gonna become much more unbearable than it is now. And even then though, sorry, I moved the table. Even then though, when I was looking at those ones, the interest rate for these ones was like $4. I think the highest one was $14, which yes, is high. But when you compare it to these, I don't know. I'm really, especially looking at like the plans of what you can do, the methods. People say do the smallest balance first and get it out of the way. But if I do the smallest balance first, I think that one would save me $3 to put down for another loan. And at the end of the day, that's not quite enough to beat this full balance. And not quite enough to give me enough money to make sure that I'm not underpaying, so the balance is, the interest is like accruing on top of interest. And so because of that, I've kind of been leaning more towards one of these graduate loans. And that's my upstairs neighbor now. Let me know what you think. My thought process is I don't have enough to pay off this big loan, the $361, within like the next 2 years. So I don't think that I should focus on that one. But I should focus on one of these two with a pretty high interest. And with like the second and third highest balance, because then I would have an extra $100 or an extra $200 that I can use towards other loans. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. And I can't wait to see what you all have to say or any ideas that you might have. Thank you again for everyone's comments, and yeah, I look forward to what we can do with paying off my debt.